All right, let's talk about something really powerful, emotional grounding. It's this incredible practice of anchoring yourself when life feels like it's just pulling you in a million different directions at once. We're going to get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? Where you just feel completely overwhelmed, maybe stressed out, a little disconnected, like you're just treading water. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to figure out how to find your footing again.
But what if, and just think about this, what if you could find a way to stay steady, even when you're in the middle of a storm? Well, that's exactly what grounding does. And listen, it's not about pretending the waves aren't there. It's about dropping an anchor that keeps you right here, in the present, connected to your own strength. So let's dig into why we get so overwhelmed in the first place. I mean, for a lot of us, handling big emotions just wasn't something we were taught, right? It was more like push through it, shut it down, or just carry that weight all by yourself.
And that usually leads to what you see on the left here, reacting emotionally. Like snapping at someone when you're stressed out. That's a classic reaction. The whole goal of grounding is to get us over to the right side of this slide, responding with intention. It's all about taking that one little pause, that one breath, so you can handle things from a place of stability, not just pure impulse.
Okay, so how do we actually build this anchor? That is where emotional grounding comes in. And this is so much more than just some trendy wellness term. It's a real, genuine practice of leading yourself. And here's a really important point. Grounding is not about ignoring or pushing down what you feel. It's actually the complete opposite. It's about building such a stable foundation inside yourself that you can feel your emotions without getting totally swept away. You're creating a safe inner home to process it all. And the benefits, they're immediate and they're also really profound. When you're grounded, you can think so much more clearly. You can make decisions that actually line up with who you are. You stop that anxious spiral in its tracks and you start to stabilize. And maybe most importantly, you actually start to feel safer inside your own body. But let's be real for a second. For a lot of us, especially if we've lived with chronic stress or trauma, grounding can feel kind of weird at first. Your nervous system might be so wired for chaos, so used to scanning for danger, that calm feels totally unfamiliar. This whole practice is about gently teaching your system that it's finally safe to slow down. So, let's get practical. We are going to walk through a few super simple techniques you can use anytime, anywhere to find your center. Think of this as your own personal grounding toolkit. First up is the 5-4-3-2-1 reset. This one is so powerful because it uses your senses. You just look around and name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. Now, why does this work so well? Because anxiety loves to live in the past or worry about the future. This literally forces your brain right back into the present moment. Next, let's try the breath drop. Just place one hand on your chest, the other on your stomach. Now take a really slow breath in through your nose and feel your belly expand. Then just a gentle exhale through your mouth, letting your shoulders completely drop. That simple physical movement sends a direct message to your nervous system, telling it, hey, we can shift out of fight or flight now. It's okay to be calm. You know, our bodies have a way of holding on to stress. This next technique, somatic release, really helps let it go. All you do is plant your feet firmly on the floor. Gently push your heels down and just visualize all that tension, all that anxious energy flowing out of your body, down through your feet, and deep into the earth. It's such a powerful way to reconnect when you're feeling all in your head. Grounding isn't just physical, though. It's also about the story you're telling yourself inside your head. Your inner voice can either fuel the anxiety fire or create calm. So let's look at a few simple phrases. It all starts with this one: I am safe. Just repeating that, even if you don't totally believe it at first, starts to build an internal sense of security. And from that foundation of safety, you can add this: I can handle what's in front of me. See, this isn't about solving every single problem all at once. It's just about reminding yourself of your own strength and capability in this one single moment. And finally, a simple, gentle command to guide yourself back home: I return to my center. Think of these phrases as verbal anchors. They're tools you can grab anytime to steady your mind when it starts to get pulled into the storm. Now, these tools are amazing in a crisis, for sure, but their real magic, that gets unlocked when they become a part of your daily life.
The goal here is to build up so much emotional strength that grounding becomes your natural go-to, not just some emergency brake you pull. And look, this doesn't have to be some big, complicated thing. It can be as simple as starting your morning with 3 deep breaths before you even look at your phone. Or maybe carrying a small, smooth stone in your pocket that you can touch when you feel stressed. The key is just consistency. Bit by bit, this trains your nervous system to see safety as its new normal. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Grounding isn't some complex, mystical thing. It's a real, practical, and accessible path back to yourself.
And, ultimately, this is about so much more than just coping with stress. Grounding is a profound act of self-love. It is you actively and kindly taking care of your own inner world. Every single time you pause to take a deep breath, every time you use your senses to come back to right now, you are sending such a powerful message to your entire being. You're telling your body, I'm right here with you. I'm going to keep you safe. You deserve to feel peace. So I'll leave you with this question. This is not about being perfect, not at all. It's about practice. It's just about taking one small, intentional step. So how are you going to find your center today?